Okay, here he is. Roll it. Super, a couple of questions, please, sir. A couple of questions.
Well, before I answer any questions, I understand we're on the air right now with my show, and I'll be over the studio in a minute. This is very debilitating, and I'm having trouble talking about it.
Well, what went on in there? Can you tell us what happened?
Well, what happened is very simple. Earlier in the week, someone brought me one of those trash magazines from the market that you can pick up. I can't mention the name of it because we're in litigation. And the magazine does a whole story where it says Super Dave Osborne has a big hit television show, and it's going to his head, and he can't even get his helmet on anymore. And it said that I'm starting to spend money like water, that I become just like every other superstar. And it disgusted me so much I can't tell you. Those of you who follow me around know Super Dave. My fans know me and love me. And when a story like that gets in a paper like this, again, I can't mention the name of it, but when it gets in a paper like this, people believe it. They don't know what's true. So I'm stopping it right away, and that's why I went into court today.
What else are you going to do about it?
Well, what I'm going to do about it is very simple. I'm fighting it. I was on the stand for 3 hours, very emotional. I had to bring tax records, and I had to talk about what I have purchased. And yes, I purchased a satin jacket to keep me warm. I put my name on it so my staff wouldn't take it. And yeah, little expenditures like that. And the judge wound up laughing at the whole thing. And right now I had to bring Fuji in here, and it's very emotional. If you've ever seen a man break down in a foreign language, you know how debilitating that can be. And so the whole thing is disgusting, but I'm not going to allow this kind of journalism to go on. And I'm not talking to you people, because most of you are members of the Super Dave Press Corps. And how are you, Harry, by the way? How's your wife? What I'm saying is, you know who I am. These people, and it's a handful, are spoiling it for everyone. And I would hope you would write down and say in your columns that maybe we ought to stop this. There's nothing worse than irresponsible journalism. And you know what kills me is Super Dave Osborne, they said, is at the top of the heap. And they're trying to bring me down, all right? But they're not going to bring me down because I'm not anything. I'm an entertainer. I try to provide entertainment, and I'm a superstar. And that's all I want to be. I don't want to be anything special. And if they want to try to say that I'm going to be a member of the Forbes 500, it's laughable. I'm not Johnny Carson. I'm not Bill Cosby. I'm here to entertain. Money is the last thing from my mind. And to say that I spend money like water is like saying that a duck doesn't have a beak. All right? I'm not on any pedestal. And it's very debilitating. But we're going to do a show tonight, and I think we've got a great show. So if you people will get in your bus and go on over to the studio, I'll join you in a couple of minutes. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd like to say one more thing without belaboring the point. A while back, there was a story on Gary Hart, and I read it, and I said, you know, he must be guilty. And then Gary Hart came out and said to the press, look, if you have information about me, print it. Follow me around. If you find something, we'll talk. Well, I'm quoting Gary Hart now as Super Dave Osborne. Again, to the handful of people who wrote this an article, I'm not saying where it appeared, who wrote an article, follow me around. And if you can find anything, and I mean anything, we'll talk about it, all right? Now I've got to go to my show, and ladies and gentlemen, I will not carry this into the studio, I promise. Thank you.
Welcome to the Super Dave Osborne Show. Tonight, featuring Fuji Hakayito, Taylor Ripley. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the star of the Super Dave Osborne Show, the one, the only Super Dave Osborne.
Please, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I had a little problem at the start of the show this evening. I'm sure you were watching your monitors. It's a lawsuit. I don't like to bring it out in public, but I just had to. And I thought once I got into the studio everything would be terrific and upbeat. And I just got a terrible bit of news that we have to go to right now. It's a news item, and it makes me feel sick to my stomach. Let's go to Doug Frobel right now.
Thank you, Super Dave. The entertainment industry has been staggered today by the loss of one of its giants. Sammy Bowman, the first of the Elvis impersonators, is dead today at age 51. Outside, as you can see, his faithful followers have gathered to pay one final tribute here at Graceland 2, Sammy's Burbank estate. The mood here is one of great sadness. Maybe one of Sammy's fans will share her feelings with us. Excuse me, ma'am. Could you tell us what Sammy meant to you?
Everything. He was the greatest Elvis impersonator that ever lived.
Obviously, you saw him perform in person.
Oh, yes. I'll never forget that night in Vegas. I saw him perform with Shecky Jackie.
Oh, yes, the Shecky Green impersonator.
They sold out Caesar's Cottage.
Oh, right, Caesar's Cottage, the motel that impersonates Caesar's Palace. Have you got that tape? Here is Sammy in his last concert appearance.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I was going to sing my favorite song, Don't Step on My Blue Suede Shoes. But unfortunately, I can't see them anymore. So I'm going to sing another favorite song of mine, Downtown, made famous by Patsy Simpson, the famous Petula Clark impersonator. When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. Just listen to the music and the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. Everything's great when you're downtown. Everything's waiting for you.
As you can see, an uncanny resemblance. Well, the crowd is growing by the moment as the word spreads of Sammy's demise.
Bernie!
Well, this has been going on all day. Many of Sammy's impersonator friends have been coming by to pay their last respects. Let's see if we can get a word with Bernie Weinthal, the Burt Reynolds impersonator. Bernie, how do you feel?
Stunned, shocked. This is a sad day for celebrity impersonators everywhere.
You were very close to Sammy.
Very close. I dated his wife before he married her.
You mean Harriet Pillman, the Priscilla Presley look-alike?
Yeah, terrific girl. Incidentally, I'd like to say hello to my current lady, Beth Marmer, who is the greatest Lonnie Anderson impersonator in the world. Okay.
You're a beautiful man and a great talent. Thank you. I know you want to talk to the family, so thank you for stopping by. And there's a beautiful moment, ladies and gentlemen. And here's Stacey Dorff, the Barbra Streisand impersonator. How do you feel, Stacey?
Well, what can I say? The whole thing, we're gonna miss him, you know? He was one of the great impersonators. It's very sad, very sad.
You're looking a bit pale, dear.
Well, if Barbara would just get out of the house once in a while and into the sun, maybe I could get some color, you know?
One more question.
Look, I just don't want to talk about it, okay? Just leave me alone.
Thank you, Stacey. Well, it's getting crazy here. Before we get back to the show, though, I'd like to get a word with Tim Niblett, the world's only Colonel Parker impersonator. Tim, this must be a sad day for you.
The world has truly lost an original. He was like a son to me. I impersonated Colonel Parker for Sammy for 20 years, and I am just devastated.
You have often said that Sammy was a better Elvis than Elvis.
That's true. You see, Elvis could turn Elvis on and off. He was himself on stage, but off stage he was a different person. Sammy was always just Elvis.
Now, I don't want to bring this up, but the Enquirer 2 weeks ago claimed that you and Sammy were about to break up.
No, it was basically an argument about his weight. You see, when Sammy first started out, he was a skinny old boy. But as Elvis got bigger, so did Sammy. Finally, last week, he got up to 320 pounds, and we had our first fight.
And what was that fight about, Colonel?
He wanted to quit doing Elvis, bulk up to 380, and start impersonating Merv Griffin.
Well, thank you very much, Colonel.
There's one more thing. I hope the people out there in the business will show a little common decency and wait till the body is cold before they start impersonating Sammy.
Beautifully put, Colonel. Thank you very much. Well, this is Doug Frobel handing you back to the Super Dave Osborne Show.
Get your Sammy tight class, yeah. Get Sammy takeaway, Sammy night lights. Hey, we got important Sammy there. Sammy nights, yeah.
Well, as tough as it is, we must go on and pick up our spirits and move on with the show. As you know, I like to take chances on this show. And tonight I'm going to present a performer who's never been seen on television before. I received a letter a week ago and was so impressed and touched by it. Let me read it to you. Dear Mr. Osborne, I'm one of your biggest fans since you've been on television. I've seen all your stunts and your special appearances. I'm a struggling young comedian. I know I'd fit right into your show because I look for the intelligent, high-quality viewer, and I find that your show has a very intelligent point of view. Please give me a chance, Taylor Ripley. Well, what more can I say? This touched me deeply, and I want to present right now a young comedian who's never been seen on television before, Mr. Taylor Ripley.
Aretha Franklin sent this. I saw you last night. I better keep moving. That's how Lincoln got it. Now, wait a minute. Getting a little nervous now. I have to tinkle. Oh, look at this. Shoehorn. Hello? They're good on this side. Come over, show business. I'm a big fan of Super Dave, okay. Oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness, look at this. Pantyhose. Oh, now let's see what we have. Oh, look at this. Wait, let us try. Oh, The Odd Couple. The Odd Couple. Well, Super Dave sent a limousine for me today. Thank God it missed. They laugh on this side, thank you. Oh my goodness, look at this, Blazing Saddles. I should have opened with that one, all right? I call my dog Herpes, he won't heal either. Now wait a minute. I opened a massage parlor for shut-ins called Fields on Wheels. I've been going out with this older woman, told her to act her age, and it died last night. Oh, look at this, a booby trap. Here's the last joke. Is this lady in the audience here? That's the last joke. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you what really bothers me. Obviously, this is not Taylor Ripley, a young, sophisticated comic who wrote me a nice letter. This is Rip Taylor. tell you what bothers me, all right?
Yeah.
We talked about 2 months ago, and you said, can I be on your show? And I said, what we're going to do is the first few shows, we're going to have sophistication.
Yeah.
After we get established, I'd love to have you on.
Yeah.
You said, just call me. Then you write me the letter, and you lied to me. It really disgusts me, I can't tell you.
But I did it for a reason, you see,
Yeah.
Dave. I did it because I love you, I love your show, and I was going to stop my act with the Bloomers, but then I was going to pay a tribute to you.
Yeah, I don't want a tribute.
No, but I wrote a beautiful poem and a tribute just to you. It was beautiful. You'll love it.
I appreciate it, but no thank you.
But
Let's move
no,
on.
it's
ladies and
wonderful. There's no chickens and confetti. It's not funny. It's just wonderful. You want to hear it, don't you? So can I do it?
Is it tasty?
It's tasty. No chickens, no confetti. That's it.
All right. Make it quick. Go ahead.
Okay, I got permission. Ladies and gentlemen, Rip Taylor pays tribute to Super Dave. Hit it. The great hero we all hail tonight. Like a star in the heavens, his name burns so bright. He's a man among men. He's a man without peer. He's a man who knows not the meaning of fear. Just talk among yourselves for a few minutes. That's not rude. He loves this. Look at his face. A man who is always honest and true. A man who embodies the red, white, and blue. So long may our cherished flag ever wave as we pay tribute to our own...
Super Dave Osborne Show, supplied by Tilden. Tilden features the Chrysler New Yorker and other fine cars.
What I'm going to do right now is a tremendous stunt to close the show. Jack, if you would please stay on the bulb wall a minute, because I've got to go and get in my vehicle. I've got to change my uniform and go across the compound. So give me like 30 seconds or something. I'll be right back. You'll see me on your monitors. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Walden. I know you're all waiting for the Super One to once again climax the evening by risking his life in the name of entertainment. However, tonight we've had a change of plans due to a very special request. Here he comes now. Yes, Super Dave himself to explain the situation. And I see that he is accompanied by his faithful stunt coordinator and good friend, Fuji Hakayito. Super Dave, I know you have something very special to share with us tonight.
I do, Mike. Normally, the way I end a show, as you well know, is risking my life in a stunt. Tonight, I can't do that, Mike, because I got a phone call from the head of the North American Highway Patrol Association. And you know my feeling about safety on the public roads of this great country.
Indeed.
Well, he said, would I please talk about and demonstrate the problem called bump and rob?
Bump and rob? That's amazing and frightening.
So are you, Mike.
Beautiful as always, Super Dave.
Thank you, Mike. Anyway, what bump and rob is, in case you people don't know it, you're driving down the street, you come to a stop, and the robber will bump you with his car. He will then get out, come to your door, and say, please get out, sometimes very nicely, please get out, and let's see what damage was done. As soon as you get out, he robs you, and sometimes attacks you. So it's a very dangerous problem.
Sure it is. What can we do about it?
Well, what I'm going to do tonight is, with the help of Fuji, I'm going to demonstrate a real bump and rob. I'm going to drive down this paved area. Could we drop that bus painting, please? Can we see that that's a painting and not a real bus? Okay. I'm going to drive down here, and I'm going to stop in front of the bus painting. When I do, Fuji will come up behind me and bump me. He will then get out of the car and try to get me out of the car. And I'll show you how to handle it. Okay?
You all ready, Super Dave?
I certainly am.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Fuji, I want you to go get in your vehicle. And when I stop, give me a few seconds to explain the safety things, and then bump me. And then you'll get out and try to rob me. Okay. I could die. As you can see, I'm using a special Super Dave test vehicle. It's a safety test vehicle, and it has all the latest equipment in it. Now, what I'm doing now is the first thing you must always do when getting into your car. That's attach a Super Dave safety belt, all right? Because even if Fuji should happen to hit me a little harder, boom, I'm fine. If I'm not prepared, bam, I could hit the steering wheel. You'd be surprised. What I'm gonna do now is, I'm gonna pretend I'm driving through traffic, and then I'm gonna come to a stop. Can you follow me on that camera, Dan? Okay. I'm driving through traffic, I'm listening to the radio, I'm not paying too much attention, and I look and holy cow, a bus picture. All right? So I stop. Now, here's your first safety lesson. Whenever you stop in traffic, make sure you're at least a Super Dave safety length behind the car. Now, could we see what a Super Dave safety length is, please? It's basically a simple car length, but a Super Dave safety length is easier to remember. Second lesson, never get out of your car. When someone comes up and says, excuse me, I'd like to look at some damage, never get out. I don't care if they don't speak English. Don't get out of the car. All right, third and last and very, very important. This is your buddy in the car. It's the Super Dave rear view safety mirror. Without this little friend, you're nowhere because you can't see what's going on. So you stop, you come to a complete stop, and you check your mirror. I'm going to use it right now in our little experimentation. All right, I'm looking in the mirror, and I can judge Fuji's about 30 yards behind me. I check again. He's about 10 yards. I check again, and my life is over.
What? Get out of car and give me your wallet.
Congratulations. Your safety hit is remarkable. By staying in the car, you've made it impossible for Fuji to rob you.
Putz face. I'm a pretzel here.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Help me.
Oh, we didn't do a spectacular stunt, but we did save millions of people the embarrassment of being robbed in public.
Help me, please.
This is Mike Walden with an elated Super Dave Osborne and Fuji Hayakawa saying, have a good week. Hope to see you right here, same time, same station, for another episode of the Super Dave Osborne Show. Good night, everybody. So long.
Oh, Victor, yes. I've got the Super Dave's wallet. How about dinner on me?
Oh, great idea.
Guys, I'm in trouble here. Oh, who needs this? Why couldn't I just make a living turning letters on a game show? Anyway, we've come to the end of another episode of Super Dave. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure you tune in because we're going to show you some never-before-seen Super Dave home movies. They're my x-rays. Good night, everybody.